What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Highlights Hub podcast here at the Hub. I'm your host, Nano Cruz, and today we're just going to be talking a little bit about sports. This is something fairly new, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but hopefully in due time this will be something that will be worth watching. Let's just jump right into it. So first we got football. Coming off a huge win in the Independence Bowl. That's 2 straight years under Joey McGuire that the football team has won a bowl game. The season did not look as planned for the Red Raiders, but I think they'll be on the right track for next season after they come in with these couple of transfers that they're getting. We got Jalen Conyers is a tight end from Arizona State, and we have another transfer, Joshua Kelly, number 20 transfer wide receiver from Washington State. I think that'll be a huge wide receiver 1 addition for this 2024 season. We got the number 1 recruiting class in school history going on. We got Micah Hudson, a 5-star, first in school history, by the way, first 5-star. We're also getting Ellis Davis, the number 16 offensive tackle from Prosper, Texas. We're also getting the 4-star Will Hammond, the number 14 quarterback from Hutto High School. Also have this 4-star from a little high school in Pflugerville, Texas, Weiss High School. His name is Peyton Morgan. Let's see, we got some returners. We got Taj Brooks, the leading rusher. He's coming back. He's contending for that school rushing record, and he needs just under 1,200 more yards to break the record. Taj, good luck to you, man. So next we're going to get into Texas Tech basketball. They've been jumping around a little bit. The men's basketball team went from, I believe, 25 down to 20, down to 15. Then they lost to Cincinnati this past weekend, and they got bumped back down to 23, it looks like. So for the women's team, they just lost to Cincinnati as well. This one was in Cincinnati, though. You know, and after being pretty close in the third quarter, the fourth quarter, Cincinnati just took over. It was 24-7. That was a really bad quarter for the Texas Tech Lady Raiders, but they will bounce back. Now we go into baseball. Texas Tech baseball is supposed to be ranked as high as 21 according to D1 baseball. Last year, they led the Big 12 in batting average, runs, hits, doubles, and RBI. Good luck to the Red Raiders softball team. They are predicted to be 6th in the Big 12 this year, voted by the coaches. They do have the number 2 signing class in the Big 12 for 2024. So the future looks bright for that Red Raiders softball team as well. Now we're going to get into Josh Jung. The former Texas Tech third baseman was in town in Lubbock for the annual first pitch luncheon for the College Baseball Foundation, coming off a World Series win. So yeah, here's my interview with Josh Jung. I'm just going to put a little bit of the, bits and pieces together. I'm not going to put the whole interview. I don't want to, bore y'all and everything. I'll just... What special significance does being a team's inaugural champion have?
You're bonded for life. I mean, it's something you're always going to remember, because no matter what, fans are always going to remember that team. And as players, you're always going to remember pretty much the whole season, because that was, for me at least, the first time I won the World Series. But for the organization, it's like you remember all this stuff just throughout the season, all the team dinners, all the crazy moments, the funny moments, the sad moments. You remember all of it, because that's what all led to the title.
How much hotter does the corner get at each level?
I would say at every level they hit hot shots. Just the consistency of the hot shots in the big leagues is a little different, but it's also a hat tip to your pitching staff when they're not hitting it as hard, because they're making good pitches and beating the hitter.
I have some information that you wanted to go into broadcasting after your career ends. Do you still want to do that?
Yeah. I've always wanted to work on ILB Network or stay around baseball. That was kind of always my goal. I always wanted to make it to the big leagues, and that was kind of like my plan B.
Texas Rangers coming off a huge World Series win. First one in Texas Rangers history. So now we're going to go to the NBA. We're just going to introduce the top 5 teams in each conference, their MVPs, and then what I think they're going to do in the playoffs. So first we got the Boston Celtics. They're 38-12 on the season. Clear-cut MVP is Jason Tatum. You know, the closest team in that league or in that conference is 5 games behind, and that's Milwaukee. Milwaukee at 33-17. Their Giannis is their clear MVP. I mean, he sweeps. But next we have the Cleveland Cavaliers, who aren't far behind the Milwaukee Bucks. They're at 31-16, and Donovan Mitchell is that MVP for that team. And I just don't know if this team is, if the Cavaliers can go all the way. I don't think they can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think this next team that I'm about to introduce has what it takes to make that Eastern Conference Finals. The New York Knicks at 32-18. Their MVP is Jalen Brunson. They've been on an absolute tear, 9-1 in the last 10, and the last in that top 5 is the Philadelphia 76ers at 30-18. Their MVP is injured, Joel Embiid, but it really just hurts the morale of the team, and I just think that Tyrese Maxey will have to step up, and I don't know if he's ready for that right now. So we'll see how this 76ers team does in the postseason, but like I said, I think New York and maybe Boston, maybe Milwaukee makes it into that Eastern Conference Finals. Now for the West, we got Oklahoma City and Minnesota tied at 35-15. Oklahoma City's MVP is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In Minnesota, the MVP is definitely Anthony Edwards. Next, we got the LA Clippers. They're 33-15. They're 1 game behind. Their MVP is Kawhi Leonard. At 4, we got the Denver Nuggets, 35-16. Hey, the Denver Nuggets are looking amazing. And by Denver Nuggets, I mean Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is the MVP for the Denver Nuggets. Now Sacramento.
Nope.
But now we'll go into playoff predictions. So I wasn't very good in the wild card, the division, or the championship rounds, but I think my Super Bowl matchup prediction is just gonna be perfect. I think I'm gonna hit it finally. You know, I'm feeling good. Sorry, Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City, Taylor Swift, all of Lubbock. Sorry, I apologize. I am riding with San Francisco. I think it's just going to be a really close game. I think it's going to come down to the wire, and Harrison Butker is going to miss the field goal to tie it up, and Chiefs fans are going to go home sad, but not too sad, because you know what? Travis Kelce proposes to Taylor Swift on the 50-yard line after they lose the Super Bowl. Those are my predictions. Thank you guys for coming out and listening. This has been the Highlights Hub at the Hub TTU with your host, Nano Cruz. And we are signing off. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Thank you.